This was actually the first time that I hear about the concept of my first fuck up night. The first time I hear about it, and actually my first time attending. It was a very interesting story. What probably amazed me the most is to what extent people are happy to open up at events like these, and actually that's not only very interesting, but also very touching as well. First of all, I think nobody's a loser. I think it's always having a positive outlook helps a lot. I have to say, it was very interesting to see how people were opening up. But you know, I'm an eternal optimist, so always try to look things in a positive way. And I really believe actually that being an eternal loser, like you mentioned, I make sure that's the right term to look at it. I think we should look with a positive angle on a lot of things that happen. Failure is, I have to say, generally I like to take a positive look to a lot of these things. Frankly, what I tell a lot of people is that we are all very, very fortunate. I've been in my life, I've traveled to over 80 different countries. And often what made me realize, where you're sitting next to on a 20-hour bus ride as somebody in China who's lost an arm because he was making toys in a factory, or somebody in Cambodia who stepped on a landmine, it cannot walk anymore, or let's say somebody other like a rickshaw driver in Bangladesh who really has no opportunities in life. So I think even our failures, we have to look them in the broader perspective, that even what many of us in countries like Armenia, where we're quite fortunate, qualify as a failure, probably a lot of people in the world will love to have, because for them probably way better than probably the failures and the real bad situation they're involved in right now. Networking is something that I do every day, and I'm a very, very big believer that your biggest asset that you have in life is obviously what you know, but also who you know. And I really believe what you know brings you to who you know. From a networking, I would say that I think the most powerful tool right now that we have on networking is LinkedIn. I personally refuse to meet people who are not on LinkedIn. I do a lot of my business. About half of my business comes from LinkedIn. As you may know, I have a pretty active 500,000 strong following on LinkedIn, and I really believe today it is not only the most powerful tool in business, but I would say also the most underutilized. And I'm amazed when I still meet people who are not using it to its full potential. I think everybody in the crypto space has some failure stories or stories that they wish they'd done better. One of my favorites that I have in the crypto space was maybe many years ago. There was Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, who was just launching Ethereum, came to Hong Kong. And I remember I was listening to him, and at the time it was when they were gonna launch the Ethereum. And I remember at the time thinking, this thing is never going to work. I mean, it's a bunch of geeks doing some geeky stuff. This thing is never going to work. And boy, I was wrong. In hindsight, when I look at it, it was such an arrogant, short-sighted decision on my side. And I never probably appreciated the potential that a platform like Ethereum has. And this happens all the time in the cryptocurrency space. Currently I'm very, very optimistic, and I was even bullish on the future of digital assets, including cryptocurrencies. And but honestly, like I always say, you mentioned to me I'm an expert, but I will tell everybody that whoever tells you they're an expert in crypto, you have to run away. I spend 24/7 of my time in this space, and I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen 1 month from now in the crypto space. So it's also very exciting, but also very humbling.